That's right. The truth is most certainly out there. Well, we hope it's out there. And that's exactly what Sunday night was all about, which is definitely one that's going to be remembered in the world of science and space, because NASA managed to land the rover on Mars. Now, the rover, like you just said now, Leanne, which has been called Curiosity, ushers in a new era of exploration that could turn up evidence that the red planet once had necessary ingredients for life, or might actually still have life. Who knows? Like I said, we might find those guys that are like, hello. Take me to your leader. Now, here to explain this to us, we have on the line Mr. Eugene Avenant from the SANSA, the South African National Space Agency. Good morning to you, Eugene.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for taking our call. If you could just maybe give us a bit of a background on this mission, about where it all started and what is it all about?
Yes, NASA has been going, and Russia for that matter, has been going to Mars for a number of years, seeing us as our closest neighbor, and we get a chance every 3 years to get there fairly quickly. And they've been building up a sort of a dossier of evidence of possible life in the past. So we've had the original Pathfinder rover, and then we currently have the Spirit and Opportunity rovers. Both those missions have ended since, but building onto that, and taking some of the evidence from the orbiters around Mars, they decided they need a really capable device to take to Mars to see, to really explore the clues they've had so far. So in 2004 they started putting this together. Yeah. And this is now the culmination of all those efforts before, to take a very capable instrument to Mars, to search for these clues of past or maybe even present life.
And in terms of space exploration, what makes this particular mission so significant?
Okay, as you're alluding to, we're really focused in the last couple of years on really to answer the questions about whether we're alone and whether there's life elsewhere other than our planet. So there's been a lot of astronomy looking at extrasolar planets, and now these are looking at biology that is not of Earth origin. So I think it's all parts of the puzzle of the bigger clue of telling us whether we're alone in the universe or not. Yeah. And secondary, I think this mission is also, Mars being our closest neighbor, if we really are going to step off our planet and walk on another planet, Mars is going to be the closest one. Yeah. And we need to know as much about the planet as we can before we put humans there.
Very true. Tell us a bit about the rover itself, because yesterday, Twitter, Facebook, actually everywhere across the world, people were talking about the fact that it had landed successfully. And tell us a bit about the construction, because I believe it's the size of a car, so this was actually quite a task to land it.
Yes, it's significantly larger than anything previously the Earth has sent to another planet. So it's about 900 kilograms, and it's about the size of it's a normal-sized car, not a big one. 900 kilograms, so it's quite big. It has quite a lot of sensors on it. So it has a mixture of sensors on it to, like I said, to put together this puzzle. So it's going to be looking at biological clues and also at the geological clues. So to do that, it has a whole suite of sensors. It has cameras, it has spectrometers, radiation detectors, some environmental sensors, and some atmospheric sensors. So using all of these sensors together, then we can put together a clue around the astrobiology of Mars.
Yeah. So I know we all joke around about it, but what would it actually mean if we found signs of life or anything that alluded to the fact on Mars?
Yeah, I think there's basically a philosophical baseline to that question as well. It's all about whether or not life on Earth is unique and how easy it is for life to start up and to evolve into something, and what are the conditions required to sustain life and also to start up any form of life. Yeah. Remember, it can be any form of life. It can be microbial. It doesn't necessarily have to be strange little creatures running around.
And do you think we have any chances of finding anything there? Just kind of, picking your brain there?
Yeah, it's a matter of opinion, but I think if you look at the past missions and building up to this mission, there's enough clues and circumstantial evidence to show that the conditions was there for sustaining some kind of life. I think if the evidence wasn't there, it wouldn't have justified building such an expensive and capable machine and take it there. So I think the circumstantial evidence is high, and I think this mission has the opportunity to bring us some of the smoking gun evidence, the real hardcore scientific fact about it.
All right. Well, Eugene, thank you so much for your time and your insights. We really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.
All right. Cheers, man. That's Eugene Avenant from the South African National Space Agency telling us about the rover that just landed on Mars yesterday. But we do have a bit of a UFO saga on our hands in the kitchen. Have you identified what Zola's unidentified food object is yet?